is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. Coming to you with a quick video. We're going to talk about Michael Kidd-Gilchrist potentially signing with the Dallas Mavericks. A guy that was the #2 overall pick, known for his hustle, known for his work ethic, known for his defense. That's why Charlotte wasn't in a rush to give him up. That's why Charlotte kept him around this whole time, just because they felt like he could eventually become something special for them, even though he was having injury-plagued seasons and never could really shoot free throws or shots in general. They still believe that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist can one day become a special player for them. And when you're taking somebody that high in the draft, when you're taking somebody at the second overall pick as a teenager, of course you're going to look at the potential of his athleticism, his wingspan, his hands, and say we got something special. We got something that can really turn into a weapon for us. And unfortunately, Gilchrist never really turned into what we thought that he could possibly be. The guy only played 81 games one time, and that was in the 2016-17 season. Other than that, he has never played 80 games. He came close a couple times, like his rookie season, but he never really showed that he can stay on the court. At one time, he played only 7 games in the season, which was brutal to lose him after the contract extension that he got. And for him to have the type of injuries he had and really continually to have the nagging injuries on top of that, it's just unfortunate that the guy hasn't been able to basically stay on the court and be effective. And you look at his age, he's still very young, very, very young, and he still can be a difference maker. And when you look at Dallas, they do need a wing that can guard other players like LeBron and Kawhi Leonard, because they don't really have any defenders on the perimeter when you look at their roster. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist can't score a basket consistently, but one thing he can do is defend. And that's one thing that has kept him in the NBA, is his ability to defend. And when you look at Dallas Mavericks as a team, they don't really have a defender as versatile and as big and as strong as Gilchrist on the wing. So I can see this being a great pickup for them, because he is a guy that they have nothing like. He is a guy that can really be special for them. And this is something that they need in their lineup. And when you're a team like Dallas that didn't really make a big move and by the trade deadline, and now you have to find a way to make your roster better. And now that Porzingis has been playing somewhat of better basketball this season, right now, he's getting more opportunity and more chances. With Doncic being out, and now you see Porzingis averaging 27 points per game so far this month. That's the type of confidence and that's the type of Porzingis that you do want to see, because Doncic is going to need some help in the playoffs. He's going to need somebody that can knock down shots. He's going to need somebody to be a consistent weapon for them as they go against some of the best teams in the NBA, which is what the whole Western Conference seems to be, especially this season. So the Mavericks has been overachieving this whole year. I had them out of the playoff just because I felt like they didn't have enough. And even when I feel like they didn't have enough, Doncic has played way better than I thought he actually can play. But we already know Steph Curry's not known for defense. Jalen Brunson not known for defense. And even Luka Doncic is not known as a defender. So it's good to get that type of piece back, especially for basically nothing. You're not going to really pay Michael Kidd-Gilchrist anything when it comes to that, because he's going to be a buyout target. He's getting bought out from the Hornets, so you're going to pick him up for basically $2 to $3 million or less. And now you get a quality NBA defender that's not scared of anybody, that can really backdoor cut, finish around the rim, get out in transition. Only problem is he don't add floor spacing. which we done seen teams throughout the years like, hey, we got one of the best defenders. We're willing to put him on the court just because his defense is just that much important. But at the same time, he's not going to really give you anything offensively from a shooting standpoint. But his defense is that good, to my personal opinion, that he can be a guy that you're not afraid to start, even if he's a non-shooter, just because everybody else still around you outside of Willie and Porzingis. I mean, without besides Willie Cauley-Stein and Kidd-Gilchrist, they can't shoot. But other than that, everybody else can shoot, and you can go small too. And that's something that they don't really have right now when it comes to a defender. So even though Gilchrist is far away from where he needs to be, even though you can really call him a bust because he never really had a great season, he never really lived up to being the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. He still struggles with his same struggles, and hopefully he can be healthy. I don't want him out of the league. I don't want to see the guy fail, but I want to see him be a difference maker on a team and really don't have to do as much, because this is a team that they don't need Gilchrist to be a scorer. They don't need Gilchrist to be that missing piece offensively. They got enough offense. They done showed that all year, and even now they're still getting buckets with Doncic out. So offensively, they're fine. They're fine, and you're just trying to find ways and have more bodies to throw out Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, LeBron, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. You just need guys that's really can give them trouble or get them a little off their game, or even just have another guy that you can throw out there that you have confidence that you can take them one-on-one and get somebody that can really contest and keep them taking tough shots or forcing them into help or making them think more. And those small things can throw off a shot. Those small things can make them rush a shot, and it can lead to a turnover. It can lead to a bad miss, and you can get out in transition and get easy buckets. So I'm not saying that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is going to be this franchise-changing piece, but I am saying that he gives the Dallas Mavericks something that they don't have at all on their roster. We know Porzingis as a defender, but he's not a perimeter defender. He mostly guards the paint, especially if he plays center. But outside of that, they have no other weapons on the wing that can really fill that void of defense, and Gilchrist can do that. But when you look at the lineups that they're putting out there right now, it really does make sense to have a defender at your disposal whenever you need him. And that's something that they don't have at all, which is unfortunate. But they can fix this hole by just giving up a roster spot in a couple of million or a couple thousand just to have Gilchrist come in and just tell them, do you. Go out there, play a game, and we're going to ride with you. And this isn't a long-term commitment. It's not like they're paying them for 5 years. It's not like they're paying them 20 to 30 million. It's not like they're really going out here making them a long-term commitment. If it works, it works. If it don't, you can waive them. And if it does, you can bring them back next year to a contract extension. And if you just want to try it out and you feel like you can get something better, he's a free agent after this season, after you sign him, and from then on out, whatever you feel about him, whatever you feel about his work ethic, him as a person, him as a player, y'all can figure that out these next couple weeks, and you can see what he got in the playoffs. And if it don't work, you can always just let him go and find somebody else in the off season. So it's hard to find versatile defenders that's on the market. You don't really see that at all. And most of them are 3-and-D guys, but the 3-and-D guys are so highly valued just because so many teams need them. And it would be interesting if Gilchrist could become a great shooter, which he hasn't been able to do in high school, college, or the NBA so far. But if he wants to extend his career, if he wants to stay in the NBA longer, he's going to have to find some move that he can really utilize to get buckets. Because you just can't be a defender. You have to be able to do other things on the court. You have to have the ball handling ability. You got to have the mid-range, the free throw or something. So I really want to see how Gilchrist approaches this offseason, knowing that the Hornets have gave up on him, knowing that he doesn't have the most suitors, and knowing that he has a lot more to prove in the NBA if he wants to stay in there for a couple more years. Yes, he's young. Yes, he's mobile. Yes, he's athletic. Yes, he has a long wingspan and all that, but you still have to have the skill of shooting right now. Even if you don't become a great three-point shooter, you still got to be a threat from the three-point line, and he hasn't been able to show that so far in his career. Plus, on top of that, he has no moves at all. If he's not cutting to the basket or getting to the basket, he's really a dud offensively. So he might be worth a roster spot. He might be worth the money that they give him, but I don't really see him being a big difference maker until he learns some moves offensively and have something in his bag. So if I had to challenge Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, it'll be evolving and developing an outside shot, which we know that's popular nowadays. And if you want to stay in the league, if you want to eat and you want to survive, sometimes you got to adapt, sometimes you got to evolve. And now it's time for Gilchrist to put that jump shot away, find a way to fix it, which Dallas can do for him, and hopefully use that next season as motivation and sign a big term deal after next year. And that deal can lead to other spots, and those spots can lead to longevity. So you know he has been disappointing. He has been so far a bust, and now I want to see how long can he stay in the league without really having a jump shot. We do have guys in the league still that's known as a defender, and they still get playing time, and they still on rosters. We just gonna see if Gilchrist can be one of those guys 3 to 5 years from now, still in the NBA, still being a guy that can get quality minutes. He only played 13 minutes per game this season. Hopefully he can get around 18 to 25 with Dallas. But other than that, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is a bust? Do you think he can learn how to shoot? Do you think he should change up his jump shot? Do you think that he can be a difference maker? Or do you think he's overrated? Or do you think his defense is even overrated? Or do you think he just can't stay healthy? And if he can't stay healthy, he's not even worth, picking up. So whatever you feel, I read every comment. Thanks for watching in advance. Thanks for liking in advance. And if you haven't like if you made it this far and you enjoyed the video. Also, at the end of the day, check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Check in the comment section in the description. My Facebook page, you can like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that liked on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that buy merchandise. You can hit me up on Facebook if you want to buy any t-shirts, hats, or hoodies, or anything of that nature. Also, I have a spread shirt in the comment section below, in the description below too. If you want hoodies, mugs, and stuff like that, I got you guys covered. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. And at the end of the day, Gilchrist, he's on that line where he's in the NBA or he could be out the NBA. Now we're going to see what he does to stay in the NBA for a longer period of time than he has right now. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see how he fits with Doncic and Porzingis in the Dallas Mavericks. Thanks for watching.